morning.
Morning.
Today we're going to talk about setting your intention, setting your emotion so that you can succeed in whatever your day is. I'm lucky enough to have coffee with Teddy.
Hello.
So, there's nobody I know that does this better than you. So, let's talk about how you determine, first, what emotion you need, and second, how to set it.
I don't determine what emotion I need. I think every day when you wake up, or what I do is I like to be intent on what I want the outcome of my day to be. So do I want my day to be fierce? Do I want it to be relaxed? Do I want it to be productive? And then from there, I build upon that, and I give myself an hour and a half every morning to build upon that intention and to hype myself up for that emotion. For instance, today, I had a really big day yesterday, and I knew it was going to be fierce, so I did, I got up, I got ready, I did my hair, did my makeup, and I was very intense on not really having a lot of expectation for the day, but I was intent on having an expectation of myself for that day, which is why I prepared myself to look and feel a certain way. Now today, I prepared myself to be a little bit more relaxed, so no makeup, very little hair done, and I just want today to be easygoing and beautiful, but I set that emotion from the moment that I woke up and gave myself that time to be intent on living that particular modality for today.
Right. So I just want to say hi. Hi, Dana. Good to see you. I hope your trip home was good. Hi, David. Hi, Stephanie. So I have been with Teddy in situations where I was afraid. Teddy is originally from Calgary, and we've camped out together. We've gone on a hunt together. We've gone to a powwow together.
We've done all the adventures.
We've been on a lot of adventures. Even a hike was an adventure.
She went hunting for a cougar, a literal big cat.
That's true. And I really learned the meaning of the thrill of the hunt, because my heart was beating like 100 miles an hour.
We had a knife and a flashlight.
That's a knife and a flashlight.
We literally threw it way back to caveman days. On the reserve. We should have had feathers in our hair. We were so throwing it back.
But I was very nervous about doing it. And I said to Teddy, I'm really afraid. What should I do? He said, dress to be fierce.
Show up.
And be in the moment, exactly. And that's what I did, and that's how it became the most unbelievable adventure. We went picking Saskatoon berries, because I'm in love with these berries that only grow in Alberta and one other province. And we went picking the berries. As we're picking the berries, there's a critter in the woods right next to us. Now, I don't know that, but Teddy, with his supersonic hearing...
I'm like an owl.
He is like an owl. And he says, okay, Janet, I want you to pick up the stick, and I want you to start walking, and I want you to bang the ground as you walk. I don't ask any questions, but when we finally get away and get back to the house, it became clear. He said to his dad, okay, the cougar is here. And that night we went cougar hunting. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it that night, but what an experience it was. The main thing I want to say is that when you set your emotional intention for the day, it makes it clear what you're after. And I feel like sometimes if you don't set your own intention, you can't control anyone else's emotion, you can't control anybody else's actions, but you can control your emotions. And when you set your emotions to be fierce, to be confident, to be relaxed, to be productive, from the beginning, everything is going to line up for you, and you're going to know the way to react. You think that's the way to do it?
I think completely. And also, every intention has a reaction, right? So if you don't get up in the morning, or it doesn't matter when you get up, if you don't set your emotional intention to be the type of person you want to be that day, you're gonna you'll quickly realize that not only are you in sort of this funk, and we all have it, but the people around you, especially the ones that are closest to you, are gonna feel it and realize it, and that energy is gonna process itself to just let you not have the best day that you're having. And I always say, every morning, and to everyone, everyone's like, oh, I'm just doing this. I'm like, live your life, live your best life, do you, and speaking upon emotion, it's you know, I personally believe in characters. Like, I believe that inside of all of us, there's certain characters and there's characteristics. And you can set the emotion by tapping into the different characters inside your toolbox of emotions and of just your psychosis to be able to bring out the person that you want to be that day. And then and it takes a long time to do this. I found when I started doing this when I was in my teens, bringing out those different characters to be the type of person that I want to be that day. And then from that, I let it snowball into a bigger effect where now it's built into the type of person that I want to be as a whole. And speaking upon characters, I think each of us has those different characters inside of our lives, inside of ourselves. But when you finally find the character that is your true sort of authentic self, then it allows you to really hone in on what that is, who you are, and build upon that, and build upon, like, you're building yourself better, and building not only yourself better, but the surroundings in your life just become more magical. I mean, I grew up on a reserve, a little gay boy from, like, literally grew up poor, and now I went to New York City, achieved all my dreams. I'm, like, living with the love of my life, like, just literally living my best life. And I really don't think if I, like, set my mindset to, again, those emotions, to tap into my intention, I would have never achieved anything that I've achieved in my life so far. And no one ever will, because then you're just sitting around thinking of what it is that you want to achieve rather than getting out there, setting your emotion and doing it.
And
Life's hard.
And I think for me, I've been learning this from him for a few years. I feel like I had it in me. But even at the beginning, when you don't 100% feel it, when I was afraid, I had to go on the hunt, and I felt like I had to be confident as I went. And I feel like at the beginning, when you can just have a little bit of it, then you get more of it and more of it and more of it as you get used to tapping into it. So some people call it faking it till you're making it. I call it focusing. I focused on being confident when I went for the hunt. I set myself up. I mean, all I had was this little spear. What was I going to do with a spear? Spear it? But I did everything that I could to be confident. And I think that's what I want to say and leave you with today for this great coffee talk, is that every day, think about what emotion would make you the most successful, make you the best you. And just go out and tap into that. Start clearly in the morning with that intention, and you will have the best day.
Legit, live your life.
We're off to the Museum of Modern Art now. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.